Hey everyone, Tim here from Vital Plan. I want to talk to you a little bit about Passionflower, one of my favorite herbs and one of our favorite herbs here at Vital Plan. Passionflower is typically used to help support the nervous system and promote better sleep. And it does that in a variety of ways. We know that this herb does that based on a lot of historical use over the past 150 years or so in Western herbalism. And also there have been a lot of studies more recently in the past 30, 40, 50 years on some of the constituents in Passionflower, as well as clinical tests on humans, experimenting with different things like general anxiety, preoperative anxiety, ADHD, even exploration into the potential for Passionflower to help with certain withdrawal symptoms of opiates and alcohol. Typically, it's used for helping support better sleep. It is mildly sedating, but it doesn't cause any grogginess the next day. So a lot of times people will take it before bedtime, half an hour to an hour beforehand. And then once again, if you wake up in the middle of the night, because it's quite a safe herb, you can take it again without any risk for toxicity or other sorts of issues. Really the biggest sort of contraindications that are typically discussed are theoretical ones with if you happen to be taking sedative prescription medications. You'd want to definitely talk to your doctor there if you're pregnant. In general, it is considered to be quite a safe herb and a lot of really beautiful qualities to it. You can take it during the day. It's not so sedating that it's going to, knock you out in the middle of your workday. If you've never taken it before, you might want to take it a few times before you drive a vehicle, something like that, to make sure you know how it's going to affect you. But during the daytime, it might be used just as a general calming sort of effect. We know that Passionflower increases GABA, which is a calming neurotransmitter. Also, it has some other qualities to it, hypotensive, it calms anxiety. It is also slightly analgesic, so it helps relieve pain, especially musculoskeletal pain. So sometimes that causes us to be on edge a little bit or can prevent us from falling asleep. You may have seen Passionflower growing in a garden here or there. There are a lot of different varieties of Passionflower, so you want to make sure that you find Passionflower incarnata. And that is the kind that is native to the Southeastern U.S. That's the one that's got the longest history and we know the most about as far as it being a medicinal herb. Other types of Passionflower, such as the one that is that we know from passion fruit that we eat, it's from Latin America. And then there are many, many other garden varieties. Some of those may have therapeutic benefit, but we just don't know. And then some of them can actually be toxic. So you wanna make sure you're looking to get Passionflower incarnata if you're gonna use Passionflower for food or medicine. Always make sure you've got 100% positive identification. So if you want to use Passionflower for medicine, typically people use, at least in modern times, the aerial portions of the plant. And what that means is we're talking about the leaves, the stems, and the flowers. And you want to typically get them when they are vibrant and fresh. Early spring is a great time for that. If you were going to use it for food, you would use the fruit, and that comes kind of later in the summertime. Historically, the root has also been used both internally and as poultices, but for some reason in the past 150 years or so, really all the experience that we have with it is typically with those aerial parts, the leaves, the flowers, and the stems. How can you actually get this in you and receive some of those benefits? First off, you can make a tea. So you do that with all those aerial parts. You steep it, and then you could drink it, and you'd receive a lot of benefits from it. Perhaps even more potent though would be to use some sort of extract, either a liquid tincture from a water alcohol extract. And because it's got water and alcohol, you're gonna be pulling more of the therapeutic components from the Passionflower. So it's gonna give you a bit more potency and effectiveness. So you can take that as a tincture, a liquid, or you can also get it in capsule form, which is a really nice, easy way to get it in. And you can have it standardized to make sure you're getting a certain level of potency. Typically, companies will standardize to Vitexin, which is one of the hypotensive phytochemicals found in Passionflower incarnata. And if you take it that way, then you can just look for a dried powdered extract. So it's been extracted first in water alcohol and then dried into a powder form and then put in a capsule, which makes it nice and easy to take. So it's a great herb for a variety of things. We've talked today mostly about supporting the nervous system, general sort of nervous tension, anxiety. But as I mentioned, it can be used for a number of other things, helping support mild pain relief, menopausal insomnia, general anxiety, and that sort of thing. So I hope this information has been helpful to you, and that you will check out Passionflower and learn a little bit more about how it can be helpful to you medicinally. And see you on the next time. Thanks.